Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse. It is a 6 programmable button wireless gaming mouse with a 16,000 dpi or 16K dpi optical sensor, which has now been upgraded for free via Logitech's G HUB customization software to 25K dpi or 25,600 dpi to be exact. And here are some of its technical specifications. And taking a look at the back of the box, there are a list of features for this wireless gaming mouse. So this mouse also features Logitech's LIGHTSYNC RGB with 2-zone lighting up to 16.8 million colors. Now let's go ahead and open up the box. But of course, cutting apart the sticky tape or seal that's keeping the box securely closed. And let's pop up that box flap and take a look directly in the box. Now sliding out the contents and just making sure we have it the right way up and just checking to make sure nothing else is left behind. As you can see, there are some other parts to the box packaging. Let's tip the rest of the contents out and just checking through, making sure nothing else is left inside. We can now set the box to the side. Let's set it on the right hand side of the frame right there, and just moving the contents around so you have a nice clear view of everything from the Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse box packaging. So just laying the contents out neatly so you have a clear view. So as you can see, on the tabletop are the contents from the Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse box packaging. So let's start off by taking a look at this card or book here, or booklet to be exact. And let's flip it open. So there is a thank you booklet from Logitech, or Logitech G, which is the gaming division of Logitech. And let's set that on the top left hand side of the frame. And moving right along, there is a Logitech G sticker with a glossy finish. Setting that down as well, let's set it on perhaps the bottom right hand side of the frame right there, and moving right along, there is some important safety, compliance and warranty information in this fold out booklet or leaflet. Okay, so I'm not going to open this because we've done this before and it's always quite fiddly and not everything's going to fit in the frame, and if I do show you all the details it will take quite a while. So setting that down on the top right hand side and moving right along, the last booklet it seems, or leaflet, there is a setup guide for the Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse, and just giving you a look there. So nice and simple, just opens up across 2 panels, so 4 pages altogether, so giving you a close-up look for your reference right there. And right there. Okay, so that's the papers or booklets covered. Let's set that on the left hand side of the frame, and then finally moving on to the gaming mouse itself along with its accessories. So let's pop the accessories out from its clear plastic insert or tray. And tipping the mouse out, and that's the clear tray emptied, so you have a nice clear look. Just moving all the contents right across. So now another view of all the contents and accessories that come with this gaming mouse, with a now 25.6K optical sensor. Alright, so let's start off by taking a look at this piece here. So it is a 10-gram customizable weight or removable weight. As you can see, optional here. You can choose to place it in the mouse or not. So it does have the Logitech G branding and text there showing or indicating its weight, so 10 grams. So the mouse weighs 107 grams without anything else. So this 10-gram weight, should you put it in, will bring it up to 117. So setting that weight down, so it is made from metal, and moving right along, there is what appears to be the USB receiver, or to be exact, the Logitech LIGHTSPEED USB receiver. You can see once again the Logitech G branding. And it does appear to have a micro USB connector on the opposite side. So just popping out that USB receiver itself, so you can see individually or separately the two components here. So this is what appears to be the extension part of it that works with the cable, the part I'm holding on my left hand, and right there on the right is the Logitech LIGHTSPEED USB receiver itself. So right there, giving you a close-up look at these two components. So the left side, which is the extension adapter, is not necessary. That's only if you want to use it with the cable, as you can see on the tabletop. So let's set the Logitech G703's LIGHTSPEED USB receiver down, and then giving you a look at this extension cable. So this is an extender cable, which you need to bring that USB receiver closer to the mouse. So just giving you a look right there at the material or covering. So it is fabric braided, as you can see, with a high gloss finish. Very unusual to see a high gloss finish like this one. And then taking a look at the two ends. So we have the USB type A end that plugs into your computer, and the opposite end, which is the adapter end with the micro USB connector that works with the adapter right here. So as you can see, the adapter on that side has the micro USB connector, and then of course the type A end where the USB receiver goes in. Okay, so right there giving you a look, and you can see it is a fairly long length of cable. I'm not going to undo this because you can see it is coiled up and it is fairly long right there. So quite obvious if you ever need to extend the reach for your Logitech LIGHTSYNC or LIGHTSPEED, I beg your pardon, USB receiver. So now setting that cable down and moving that adapter across as well, right there. So we can just setting it down, just finding a nice tidy spot. We're running out of tabletop roller state, but nonetheless the USB LIGHTSPEED receiver along with the mouse right here, so giving you a look at these two parts. Okay, so setting once again the LIGHTSPEED USB receiver down, and now focusing on the main item itself, which is the Logitech G703 mouse. So giving you a look right there. So it does have 6 programmable buttons, and as of mid-September, going through Logitech G HUB's customization software, it is now upgraded to a 25K Hero optical sensor from the previous maximum resolution of 16K. So quite a huge upgrade, and this is the industry's highest resolution now with 25,600K or 25,600 DPI, beg your pardon, or 25.6K. So giving you a look right there, resting the mouse in my palm. So it is a fairly large mouse, but you can see it does have a matte finish and a nearly symmetrical shape. If you split it down the middle, it's almost balanced on the left and right, almost. But just giving you a look right there. So it does also, as I mentioned, feature the LIGHTSYNC USB with 2 lighting zones. So customization software of the Logitech G HUB will let you customize or personalize the 2 color zones on this mouse. So giving you a thorough look at the underside and various aspects of this mouse. So right there you can see the power switch, the Hero optical sensor, and the G703 branding, and of course the skates or feet of the mouse, so 2 strips curved on the front and at the end. And of course, let's open up this compartment, if I may. So struggling there. Let's see if I'm doing this right, perhaps not. So always refer to the user manual to figure out how to work these things. So I can feel that it is spring loaded because it is, or appears to be, turning back into the 12 o'clock position, but nonetheless, let's try and pop it out. So it does only turn one way, which is the anti-clockwise position to loosen, but popping that cover out is another matter altogether. So, but nonetheless, let's focus on the rest of the mouse first. We'll come back to that in just a second. So taking a look top down, as you can see, 2 separate left and right button covers for left and right mouse clicks, and of course the 6 buttons, 2 on the side for the default back and forwards when it comes to web browsing. So as I mentioned, the mouse weighs 107 grams on its own. And taking a look front on as well. And it's interesting to note that the mouse does slope downwards from left to right. Right there you can see that slope of the mouse, and just giving you various looks and aspects. And it does have a very smooth matte or dull finish on the main body of the mouse, and just taking a look right through from back to front, and DPI toggles right there, along with the mouse scroll wheel. So the mouse scroll wheel, simple rolling it backwards and forwards. Okay, so now let's thorough look at the mouse. And also worth noting is the side of the mouse. As you can see, this section here, separated from the main or top part of the mouse, does have a very, very nice rubber grip. So just getting the camcorder to focus right back. So as I tap on it, you can hear that difference between the plastic or ABS parts of the mouse and the rubber grip on the side. So pretty large side rubber grip with a matte finish. And just giving you a more thorough look at the front again, and with that micro USB connector in the front to recharge the mouse. The mouse also can be recharged using the power play pad. And over here you can see this big panel of grippy rubber on the left hand side of the mouse as well. So both sides having grippy rubber. And right there giving you another look at the mouse further out. The Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse. And you can see that logo towards the rear of the mouse is translucent, allowing the LED LIGHTSYNC RGB to show through. So right there, resting the mouse on the tabletop and placing my hand on it, so giving you some idea of the size once again, but this time around of course with my hand placed over it. And in terms of glide or slide, it does slide fairly nicely. Not the craziest smoothest slide ever that I felt, but feels normal or standard enough, nothing exceptional. Okay, now let's try and open that bottom section again, if I may try and make another attempt at it. So there must be a trick to removing this cover, which I don't appear to be doing so well. Perhaps maybe I need to read the instructions before trying this myself. Always advocating to read the user manual first, but in terms of just experiencing the product, just using simple intuition, as we can see here, really struggling to open this cover. So I'm just going to set it down so you can admire the mouse, or just refer to the setup guide to make sure that I'm doing this right. So as you can see on the back part of the setup guide, it does illustrate to press downwards once you've twisted that cover. So simple operation right there with an index finger. So let's try that. So turning and pressing down. So right there, see what a difference that makes when it comes to reading the user manual. So just simple 1 second operation of twisting and opening. So twist or press down and turn. Struggling this time around. But right there, as you can see, it does pop that front part out. So really press down towards the bottom, because you can see there is a recess right there that does allow the tip at the top for the cover to stick out, where you can lift it off. Okay, and that's where the 10-gram optional weight does go in. So obviously you put it on the cover or in that cover recess part right there. So it only goes in one way. And then simply replacing it. So it does have a magnetic catch right there, so you can hear it snap on. And right now the mouse is now 117 grams with that optional weight placed into it. So obviously that difference is almost 10% of the mouse's weight itself. So press down, no need to twist actually. Not sure what that twisting action is about that I'm doing or have been doing for the last 10 minutes or so, but there we go, giving you a look at that cover with that mouse optional weight with 10 grams. So let's pop that weight back out, or perhaps another struggle right here because the sides are magnetized. It's keeping that weight securely in place. Okay, so another struggle right there with that weight section, but obviously if you have the right tools or fingernails, you can always pop that weight right out very easily. But nonetheless, giving you another look. So no need to twist. I made it look a lot harder than it actually was. So simply press down and you can see how that weight cover does pop out, and simply lifting it out. So there we go, a learning experience right there. Bit of discovery right there, but of course reading the manual would have avoided the issue completely. So there we go. So always advocating to read that user manual for any electronic product or device or appliance. So weight is in there. Let's do a click test for this Logitech G703 wireless gaming mouse. So 6 programmable buttons. Let's click away. So that's the left click, right click, and in terms of the actuation area, giving you a look. So very sensitive in terms of the actuation area for both left and right. Mouse buttons, and of course the scroll wheel as well. Let's scroll the wheel. And clicking it down as well. And then the DPI toggle button. And then of course the side buttons, so you can see the travel as well. And the actuation area. So all very sensitive. With the 6 programmable buttons on this mouse. And now let's do it with my hand over it. So giving you a look right there, and of course the different grips. And once again giving you a look with the mouse resting in my palm. So giving you some sense of size of this Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse. Left click, right click, back button, forward button, scroll wheel click, and DPI toggle click. Okay, so nice good look overall with the click test and scroll wheel test of the mouse. Now let's, of course, plug it in and test it out very briefly. So let's bring a laptop across, turn it on and plug it in and see what happens. Of course, powering it on. So I do have the Acer Swift 3 ultra thin laptop, which I've unboxed on the channel before. You can always look that up. So I'm just going to place it off frame slightly, because obviously keeping everything in the frame is going to be a real challenge, because the main focus is the mouse itself. So I'm just going to move that extension cable to the side of the frame, perhaps on or at the top, and of course the extension adapter as well. Just going to set that to the side right there. And now let's plug the Logitech G703's LIGHTSPEED USB receiver into the laptop. So instantly the laptop has detected the USB receiver and is now setting it up. And the mouse, as you can see, perhaps on the right hand side of the frame, is responding, and the LIGHTSYNC RGB showing the colors of the mouse with its two zones. So the frontal zone with that vertical strip along the mouse scroll wheel, and the Logitech G branding towards the rear of the mouse, so giving you a nice clear look right there. So you can see those colors coming through very vividly, and is cycling very smoothly from one color to the next. Of course, this is the default color cycle upon startup, straight out of the box. All that can be customized using Logitech's G HUB customization software, and of course that free upgrade to a 25,600 DPI optical sensor as of mid-September, which is only a couple of weeks ago. So massive upgrade to the industry's highest performing optical sensor resolution with 25,600 DPI. So just pressing on the DPI toggle, And that's, of course, toggling the sensitivity of the Hero optical sensor's resolution. So a nice grip on this fairly large mouse. And just giving you another look. And this time around, let's do another click test. But this time around, of course, with the colors on mouse illuminated. Let's press away. And you can see the mouse is now turned off. So turning it on is when that blue indicator is on or showing, and right there, mouse is back on again. Now just giving you a clear look of this gaming mouse on its own, with my hands clearly out of the way. Giving you a look at the various aspects and the LIGHTSYNC RGB with its two color zones. Cycling away, transitioning from one color to the next. And once again, doing a demonstration of the sounds of the various clicks and scroll of movement of this gaming mouse. So that's the Logitech G703 LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse. Thanks for watching and happy gaming!